So you got 3-4 good pals, well then you got yourself a tribe. There ain't nothing stronger than that. We gotta stick together, fellas. That's the only way I see it.
Killing them like pesticide. Lyrical killers is from the west side. Rock on the train of pain and let's ride. Niggas can't pull us down, we too high.
Yo. We're right here again, Westside All Stars Podcast. And today we got a Westside beat maker. If you guys haven't heard of him, you guys fucking up. What's up, Diseize84?
Yo, how's it going, man? Thank you for having me, man. First of all, man, thanks for the hospitality, man. Thank you for letting me come through, man. You know, that's super dope.
Oh yeah, anytime.
It's a dope spot, dope venue, man. And
Come on, dog.
the energy's gonna be great.
We're from the West Side, dog. We gotta bring you in. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. Thanks, man.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, my boy. Like, I mean, obviously, I already said that you're a beat maker, you produce beats, but you know, give us your story, man. Let us know what, you know.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, basically, I've been doing this for, I guess, over a decade. I mean, it's been over a decade since we know the first band.
Well, I think Mac was probably you were like 9. Oh, yeah.
How old is he now? Like,
he's gonna be no, not a decade, dog, because he's gonna be 17.
Almost 8 years,
Yeah.
22 years.
Yeah, because that's when illicit dialect was
Yeah.
cracking, right? When we met at the
2013.
shout outs Owen again. Hey, these names keep on coming back and forth. The guy, you know, just cycling over. But yeah, we met at the 5-star bar.
5-star with Owen. Yeah, big shout out to Owen too. Hey, he gave me a spot the other day. Like a month ago.
Okay.
I was able to rock in East LA at the farmers market.
Okay.
With my brother DJ Warlock 1, and because of Owen,
Yeah.
we
You
actually.
gotta come back on the 13th,
Yeah.
bro.
The,
We're gonna have it on lock on the 13th.
oh, the 13th?
Yes,
Oh
yeah.
man. Oh, yeah, that'll be dope.
Yeah,
Put them through.
with the car show.
With Owen. With
With
Owen.
Owen again, goddamn! Hey, Owen got to start paying us. Dog. We already said his name like 6 times.
65 cents.
Yeah. Now he's speaking about that. Yeah, the homie's doing a car show.
Oh, nice.
So-
At the same place.
Yeah, we're gonna take over half the parking lot. You know, fill it full of old school rides, and then Owen said he'll have the whole setup right there, sounds, everything. So
Man.
you know, we'll get you on that motherfucker.
The sound is incredible, man. Like the last time I was there, that sound was amazing. The guy that hooked everything up, I think it's Remix Mobile Stage, or the guy was magnificent, man.
Yeah,
The
dope.
sound was crazy.
Well,
So yeah,
Owen-
man, that'll be dope to come
Yo,
through.
well, shit, the goal is to take over that fucking little palladium that they have.
Yeah.
Seeing where the water is, and they have the stage.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you know, I'll help you bring in some more crowd, homie. I said, but you know, we need to get that shit and throw a sick ass concert.
Sick ass show
Yo.
with sick ass producers, dog.
Yeah.
Bring you and Warlock in this and
Yeah,
start
man,
rocking
make it
shit. You know what I mean?
Going from the west to the east.
Yeah, because Warlock is from the West too. You know what I mean? Shout outs to that fool. You know,
Yeah, big shout out to.
went to high school with him. We
Oh,
just
that's
started-
dope. You guys know each other for a long time.
Yeah, well, we don't know him like like homies, but I mean we homies. We met a long time ago when we both used to break dance. Well, he used to break dance. I used to break, but you know what I mean. But you know, that's when my Adidas suit days and shit. You know,
Yeah.
shell toe Adidas.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I think some of the listeners would like to see that get up on
Yo.
back in the Adidas suit.
Hey, fool! Now that shit, I don't think they do 5X, dog. And I'm just talking about the pads, dog.
Hey, but did you have the ones with the buttons on the sides? So you rip off real quick,
Oh,
just in case.
just like a Laker game.
Put me in, coach.
Fuck
me
that.
in,
I'll be
coach.
in the back. I'll be like, you handle it, Warlock. You got it, son. I'll be in the back, dog. Yeah, that's what's up, dog. So how
Yeah,
you
man.
said that shit was rocking? You guys rocked that shit?
Yeah, man. For some time right there at East LA with Owen, that was pretty dope for a couple minutes, you know.
Okay.
So you know, he extended the invite, man, and I want to thank him for that, you know, because
Yeah.
every event or every place that I go to make beats, it's always like a different learning experience, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you kind of like you're out there, you're checking the crowd out, and you know you have to feel the crowd, even if nobody's paying attention. You just have to see yourself and be like, you know what, I'm gonna catch this type of flow or this type of energy, you know, to provide with the sound. Because in reality, you know, I really don't talk much, and like you said, a lot of artists are a little bit, I don't know, I
Shy.
guess shy in some way.
like
I just-
introvert. Like
yeah,
you're just
man.
into what you're into, and you don't really fuck
Yeah,
with
man.
some other people.
That's I don't know, for some reason I'm always trying to understand that, like the human conscience of like
Yeah.
just being a human being, you know?
Yeah, because we were just talking about the whole illicit dialect. I mean, I chopped it out with everybody, and you were like the most quietest one. Dog.
Yeah, man, I was always in the back, man,
Yeah.
and I just kind of let the work speak for itself, you know, and just like, you know what, let me just sit back in the shadows, and then let the work just kind of, you know. But then for a minute, I was like, you know what, let me see what's out there, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, you got to, dog. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this guy told me that a long time ago. You know what I mean? It's cool when you want to lay back.
Yeah.
But once you get to a certain point, you have to put your face out there and really promote yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's pretty much especially with like video and music, the content. People want content, even if it's just like the show of fingers or whatever type of movement in the video. I try not to show a lot of my facial features because it's all about the music. I try to make it just for the music kind of thing, so they just see the movement of hands or the machines or whatever video that I come up with. Some crazy stuff on
I know
video clips,
you've been
man.
coming out with some crazy. I mean, the beats. I don't know if you've seen it. Like this will be putting on some crazy ass movies with the beats or like scenes from the movies.
Yeah.
I've been tripping out on all, and they're all old school, dog.
Remixing all the fucking old school
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Films, man, like
Yeah, you should get a mask like MF Doom, dog. Maybe like Máscara Sagrada,
Máscara-
dog. Like, you know what I mean? Soy luchador, you know what I mean?
be el Porky from Triple A back in the days. I don't need a mask for that. Like,
Órale.
I'll just come back without a shirt, and el Porky. You
El
know?
Porky.
Hey, sex sells. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
El perro guayo, remember that?
Coming through with the boots, just the
Yeah.
boots and the. And that guy was a killer, vicious killer.
Boots and some boxers.
Yeah.
dog. Start a trend. Should be a costume next year.
Oh man.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
just
man.
crazy.
So you know, been doing it for quite some time. You know, a little past over a decade. Cause I know we did the Illicit Dialect project. That was back in 2012 when we released it. But we were working on the album way before that.
Yeah.
So and then before I met Academics and Illegal, I was doing music way before I met them. So I've been doing it for some time, and you know, I guess I sat back the other day and I was like, let me see. I haven't had like a really, really like, let's say for example, like you go to sleep and let's say you get your 8 hours of sleep. Like I've been on the, I would
Grind.
say like grind for like all this time. I haven't had like a real like good sleep. It would just like take naps here and there type of thing, you know,
Yeah,
just cause like it's a lot of
Work.
a lot of work.
There's a lot of work. Simple as, you know, put it
lot of
like that.
work.
A lot of work, man. I mean, I'm really familiar with the Illicit Dialect project, bro.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? Those
Thank you,
beats
man.
are fucking hard, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. Thanks.
And yeah, no doubt, dog.
appreciate
And
that.
you already know. I mean, Illegal used to trip out on my son because he was smaller
Yeah.
and he knew the fucking verses, and you know what I mean, with Academics and shit. Mikey used to fucking rock with that shit. I used to
Yeah.
bump it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's dope.
Not only, you know, I'm gonna be biased though, but off the bat, you know, I heard you guys on stage talk about the West Side, and I was like, fuck it with these guys, tough, fuck it, you know what I mean? Before they even performed, I was like, oh, fuck it, and then I heard them perform, and I was like, man, these was just dope. The beats were, you know, original.
Yeah. Thank you.
They were not like, you know, like any other beats. You know, they were unorthodox but dope. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man. Appreciate that, man.
And,
that was a fun project
Yeah.
to work on. You know, we did that project. Hey, man, that thing, we slept maybe, if anything, throughout the whole project process. We went through it fucking sleeping 4 in the morning, waking up at 6 to go to work. We just were on it the whole night. And till we actually accomplished the CD. And we were like, you know, we have it. And then we had the demo. And then I guess at that point there was some type of competition with Crazy Race at that point. And we
Because you guys
submitted
got signed, right?
to Realism Records
Yeah,
at that time from the competition that there was at that time. That was back in 2013, somewhere around that time. But yeah, man, I just been chipping away.
And you produced Academics solo album too? Or no?
The Five Sons Set in
Yeah.
Stone, yeah, that one, the entirety of it too.
That
man.
shit's fucking dope.
Yeah, man, thanks.
For that whole fucking album, which one you think that I like? Because there's a specific song there.
On the Five Sons Set in
Yeah.
Stone.
Say something about the West.
Damn, how did you know, fool? How did you know?
You're
I mean,
Mr. Westlow. Somebody show me the tattoo, dog. Mr. Westlow.
yeah, I mean,
The Four Corner rap. I'm pretty the Four
there
Corner
you
with,
go,
the,
there you
with the
go.
video.
there you go. You know what I mean? For those who don't know about the Four Corners, the Four Corners is popping, is active. I'm not from the Four Corners, but you know, you guys are. I'm like how high, you know what I mean? I'm from the west side, but y'all from the far west side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's a dope ass album, dog.
Yeah,
you
the
know what I
5
mean?
cents set in stone, man. That right there was a couple of those cuts were supposed to be for the Illicit Dialect 2 project,
Oh shit.
but we never managed to figure that out. So we just kind of decided for it to just be the solo Academics 5 cents set in stone.
Yeah,
And
now shout out to Academics. That fool is that fool reminds me a lot of Nas, dog.
yeah, he has some killer stuff, man.
That fool's verses is pretty dope, fool. You know what I mean? I trip out I'm like, this is like the Mexican Nas, the way he tells the stories. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then not only his rap, dog, but your beats. You know, like behind backing those lyrics, dog.
Yeah,
It just
think-
paints a fucking mental picture, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A lot of people probably don't have that fucking capability to imagine that shit, but when I hear the music, I just be tripping out, you know what I mean? Because it takes me there, you feel me?
yeah. That was a fun project to work on, man. That right there. All the samples are pretty much Spanish samples.
I was just gonna tell you that, dog. Like, you know, I be tripping out on a lot of those samples. They're familiar, I just can't pinpoint them, but I heard them growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So that's dope, dog.
It was a challenge, man. Every night, you know, the crazy thing is, I had told Demick, I was like, hey, you know what? Let's build this project. And so every night I would have new tracks, and then we're like, oh, let's spit on that one, or let's spit on the other one. And I was like, yeah. And that's how the project formed. Every night I would have different instrumentals, and they would come in, and they were like, hey, what do you have? I would play it. They were like, all right, that's gonna be the one, and we just work on that. The following day, the same thing. And that's how the Illicit Dialect project came out. The Violence, Poverty, Disease 84, man. That was back in 2013, 2012,
Yeah.
man. And ever since then, man, I've just been chipping away, man, working with different artists as well. You know, we had the Brown Lucci. Big shout out to my brothers from Demonio Secta out in Mexico. We did the Bad Die Hard. My brother Dean Prof. If you guys get a chance, that Faceless Bandits, man. Dean Prof was probably one of the best lyricist artists that I've worked with, man. That guy has some pretty heavy bars, man.
I'm not familiar with him. Is
Man.
it Spanish or is
No,
it English? or what?
it's English, man.
Or a
And
mix.
no, it's just straight English, man.
Okay.
But he comes with some heavy heat, man. And
Metaphors, bars,
metaphors,
punchlines, everything.
man. He just comes with it, man. And big shout out to my brother Dean Prof, man, a good brother of mine, you know. And we were able to do the Faceless Bandits, and you know, different, like I said, different artists that I've worked with, Brown Lucci, Dean Prof. We have the other project that's dropping tomorrow, Vive de Oro, which is going to be dropping out in France,
Yeah.
with my brother Oaks Rouge, and my brother Namgal No Filter. A big thanks to him for the connection, and Bruno Divino. I don't know if you've seen his artwork, man. His artwork is magnificent. He's the one who did the cover art for that. So that's going to be dropping tomorrow. It's going to be 5 tracks, and we're going to be featuring Dean Prof on one of the tracks.
Okay.
And then on one of the other tracks is my brother from Chile, Oxidum. That guy is a beast.
Damn,
too.
so fuck, you went from the four corners to the four corners of the world. Boy, damn, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
You
So
know,
we have that connection for the, and so that track, that album is from, we got people from LA, from France, and from Chile.
all right.
And
So now we're gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. I'm gonna put them on
sure.
blast. Hey, so fuck it. We're gonna have to do an album, dog, in the LAP music, or you know what I mean?
let's make it
We're-
happen.
We're gonna bring a bunch of artists and we're gonna rock it, dog.
Hey, let's-
Record release party right here.
Yeah, that'd be
That sounds like
too.
fun.
Yeah,
Look,
man, let's
see,
make it.
hey, as soon as I said that,
party.
look, this motherfucker's already smiling. You know what I
Let's
mean?
make it happen. I'm down
You know
for
what I
that,
mean?
man. I'm down to come and rock some stuff, man. You know.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, dog, your beats are one of a kind,
Man, thank you.
and I'll always fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like always, I'm always just watching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, I'm not antisocial like that, but I just be working, doing my thing, and then you know what I mean. But I always keep my eye on everybody that I
trying to get him to work on an album though. Do something.
Yeah, man.
I'm down to get a beat from him, but I'm just not gonna record it with Nugs, dog.
Yeah. Nugs, and shout out to Nugs, but you can't work on no more.
Yeah, fucking Nugs. You lost a classic track, homie. Bro,
yeah, we could definitely record it, man. Like I do most of the recordings too. So if anything, we'll set everything up, have everything ready to go. We'll record it.
No, because it would be dope. Like I know we had Slum, the resident here, the other day, and he was like, "Man, you guys should do some cipher shit." I'm like, "Fuck, I'm down to do like a Friday freestyle cipher, and you could come through, just by invite though. Remember, motherfuckers, by invite. You guys
Everyone else could watch from outside.
From outside the windows. You know what I mean? But
move the mannequins out the way.
You know what I mean? And we could put you in the back and start rocking beats, and then it'll be dope because it would be type of shit like get them on their toes, switch the beat, change the BPM. You know what I mean? Just fuck them over. So like if you could spit you could adjust. You know what I mean?
And you know what? And talking about that, I usually do that when because I do live beat sets on Instagram.
Yeah, I know. I was watching one this morning.
Yeah, and then I switch it up. Depending on, like I said, you feel the crowd or whoever's spinning on the mic, and then you kind of control the tempo. You slow it down or you speed it up. Just kind of depends on where they're going, and then either they catch up or you catch up with them, kind of thing. Yeah. So it kind of goes hand in hand. And man, it's been. That's like the little tricks of the trade because it's not a lot of people know how to do it. So it's like it took me some time to figure it out. But then once it's there,
tell us about that, bro. Like how did Diseize84 come about? How the hell did you learn how to? You know what I mean? Like what was your inspiration? How did you get it? Like what was the whole background story?
What came before this?
This one right here is the studio. So it was the MPC 1000, but I had the 2500, the MPC 2500. I started off with that back in the days, and then I got the 1000, and then that one was breaking down. So I fixed it, but it cost me almost an arm and a leg at that time, and it got messed up like 3 months later. And I was like, man, if anything, I'm already investing. That's probably a brand new one at this point. And I have the other one, the Renaissance, and I was like, I'm just gonna jump in it. It was a long learning curve from software to hardware, and then a hybrid. It was just a long learning curve, but finally I figured it out. And like I kid you not, man, like I just kind of took it as a challenge.
But I mean, did it come natural, dog? Or what inspired you to get into like the whole production part and not the rapping part? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to. I always kind of thought, I was like, if I make any type of instrumentals, if I could spit to them, I know my verses are probably gonna be like elementary ABCs 1 2 3s. But if I could do it, then that means somebody else that has like a higher caliber in that department could probably come and destroy the beat. But the inspiration came from. I grew up with my family is from like musicians. Like my uncle plays in a conjunto, my cousin plays the bass, and so we just come from a family of musicians, and
I could see that influence.
Yeah, man.
I could see that Spanish influence, dog.
A lot of yeah, man. Just crazy. I guess if you ever, let's say for example, at whatever it is that you want it to do, if you just really focus and even cleaned out the finest details in there, like whatever it is, you could go for it. Yeah. And that's how much that's what I did. I saw this machine at the beginning, and I was like, how am I gonna figure this out? I have no idea what it does or how, and so I started pressing, and I just started like experimenting one by one, and then at the end of like a couple months, I was like, oh well, I know how to do this, and then just kind of put everything together. Okay. And from there we just
it was a wrap.
It was a wrap, man. Just sampling. Most of the work that I do is a lot of sampling, so it's a good machine to sample, and it just it just brings I guess you could create anything. The possibilities of creating with this machine, or any machine, even with the native instrument, the machine. Whatever music it is, man, you just endless possibilities, man. Like bend the BPM, bend the sound, You know, spit for a cipher. Even here, like a cipher would be
Dope ass shit.
dope. You know, just back to back beats, just back and forth
And
with different producers and just
No,
something
and
on the
then
mic.
and then how was it? How difficult was it? Or not difficult because I seen it was like you guys were homies, but with DJ Survive, I just seen the sticker on your
Oh,
your
yeah.
computer because. Hey, that cat could fucking. Hey, dog. Hey, Earlo, you never heard Survive Cut? My
Man.
boy, that fool was like sick, dog.
Yeah, he's one of the best, man. I met him through a friend of mine back in the days for the Illicit Dialect project, the first project.
Yeah.
I was looking for a DJ, and then the homies like, hit up my boy Survive, and at that time I didn't know Survive, so I hit him up, and I was like, hey man, you don't mind doing some cuts? We'll figure it out. And then from there, man, the first day he told me he was from Oaxaca, because I'm from Oaxaca as well. He said he's from Oaxaca. We just
So you
clicked.
guys are primos.
We're almost a primo. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, the white man always talking shit, dog.
Yeah, so we just clicked from there, man, and it was I've been knowing him since that time, and he's been a really good friend of mine, and he's killing it right now. He's
That was dope.
dicing it up.
That was dope. Like I seen I heard all the cuts he did on Demic's fucking
Oh
album
yeah,
too. I was like, hey dog, that's what turned like exposed me to him was you guys. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You guys, I didn't know about him. You know, I didn't know him, and then I seen him, you know, collaborating with you guys, and then I saw him on the B-side show. Then I saw him also with Crazy Race, and you know what I mean. Just I started seeing him everywhere.
Man, that guy. He has those magical hands. I don't know how he does it, man. He just like. I was like, you got it, man. So I've been working with Survive for some time, so yeah, his caliber is.
And have you worked with him recently for new projects, or everything that you've done is just you expanded and started just
No.
messing with like different artists?
No, I have a couple cuts with Survive. There's a cut that we're working on. It's just the instrumental and him just scratching. The instrumental, it just scratches. There's no rapping. It's just him doing his magic. And we did that maybe about 2 months ago. So I have to go back and edit the cut and then release it. Okay. So we're planning to build maybe, if anything, like a 3-track EP. It's just gonna be instrumentals plus his scratches. So it's just gonna be 3 tracks, and we're gonna start shipping it and doing the cover art and putting it out there. Hopefully by next year. And even then, I've told him like I'm down to perform it live. It's gonna be better him doing the live scratches and I'll be doing the live set. So that we're working on something
So
like
how
that.
different is that, dog?
That's something new. Like
Yeah.
you don't see motherfuckers just like, oh yeah, well, I just make beats and he scratches. And
Let's collab.
Let's do a fucking concert, you know? Like, people don't just be doing that shit.
That shit is dope. I mean, how hard is it to compose a beat like when in front, like live, like that shit? To me, it like it's fucking crazy. Like I see you guys up there, like all you producers just killing it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like how, like did these fools practice it at home and come through it, or are they really do it like you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's magical to me, dog. You know?
I think we do it so much that it just comes naturally now. It's almost like a skateboarder, or even let's say, for example, even if I gave you a pen and I said write your name down, we've done it so for a long time. It just comes second nature. You just do your name like nothing. You don't even remember the letters. You just put your name down, kind of thing.
You can do it without looking.
Yeah, so even
Basically.
for us, like we're on this, I could say, just speaking on my behalf, like I'm on this machine like day in day out kind of thing. So even if if I have spare time on my spare time,
On my lunch break.
I'm here, you know, and it's it's just a matter of like I don't know. I guess in some sense you want this machine to talk to you, because in reality, as musicians, we have nobody else to talk to. We're usually alone in just one place,
Composing.
like isolated from everybody else. So we have to make sure that this machine is talking to us, and at the end of the night, it's a good conversation, you know.
That's dope, man. Shit.
Yeah, because sometimes, man, like, you know, it's almost like taking your girlfriend to a restaurant. You want to make sure that date is smooth. It's a smooth transition. Just like the MPC, man. You want to make sure that what you created that night, it's smooth transition. That there's no headaches. Everything is pretty much cleared, and that's how you go about making the beat. Well, that's how I go about making the beats that I create.
Yeah.
You know, just go in there and then just dissect everything from the sample to the drums, just everything. And then once you have, I guess, to answer the question you said earlier, like you build the structure, and then from there you just finish the details, man. Like any other, like a painting or drawing, or even like a bomb. You know, you do the details first, and then you just come in. I mean, you do the layout first, and you just come in and start adding the details.
Okay.
To make sure that what you created is a canvas to actually be like, oh man, like this painting here is
Basically layers.
Yeah, just layering and
Yeah.
make sure that everything is pretty much down to. Like I said, it's endless possibilities with this machine. So as much as you can, but then at some time, you're gonna have to take some stuff out because there's like adding too much kind of thing. So you want to make sure it's simple.
Finesse that shit.
Yeah.
That was dope, man.
But yeah, man, I've been doing that for some time, and I can honestly say that, you know, it takes time, but once like I said, it's second nature. Once you see us performing up there, it's like, oh man, you did that. I was like, nah, it's easy in some way, you know. I guess.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
And then you said that you're dropping a LP. You said to actually in a couple hours. Well,
yeah,
depending what side of the world you're at.
yeah, man, it's gonna be the EP is gonna be dropping on the 4th.
EP, I call it
It's gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow here in LA. So November 4th, and it's.
But
gonna
yesterday
be
in France.
In France. So yesterday. Actually, let me see what time. So it should be. Sometime in I guess in a couple hours. So that's gonna be on YouTube and Bandcamp, just YouTube and Bandcamp. And then as soon as we get the clearance, we're gonna go and drop it on DistroKid. But for the meantime, it's just YouTube and Bandcamp, and we're kind of working on, or my brother Rouge is working on a video, and some good brothers, man. You know, some good brothers.
And is the video gonna be just like the videos you got up, or is it gonna be more?
It's gonna be a little different. I think he's gonna be doing the production out there, and yeah, that's how we pretty much worked on that project, man. He sent me, I sent him the instrumentals, and he worked on it out over there. And we haven't really met in person. We've met through like the Zoom, Skypes, and everything. So. I'm happy to see what the outcome is over there. You know,
that's crazy. Like how crazy is that to like work with somebody like across the whole world and never be in the same room together? Like,
that's
crazy, dog. Because I remember being in the studio, and you know, like it's a creative nature that you know, it's like an experience.
Yeah.
But how do you? You know what I mean? Like
probably already in your zone, your comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I got this. Just shoot it to you, no problem.
And yeah,
having to go to the studio is like, fuck, sometimes it's a drag. Like, and then especially in LA traffic, like, fuck, I gotta get there in 15 minutes. I'm an hour and 45 minutes away. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know?
We pay for studio time.
And then
like,
people are waiting for you. You know, if you're in a group or you got a couple homies or like, hey, where you at?
Like I'm here pumping gas.
Yeah, like, well, I'm eating my lunch real quick, you know, like, it's like more convenient.
I stopped to eat because you guys don't fucking eat shit. And
all you guys do is smoke and
all
drink.
you do is smoke and drink, and then you get the munchies and try to eat my shit.
It probably eliminates a lot of conflict, too.
Yeah,
you know working with people is hard as fuck.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. I really sat back the other day. I was like, man, we're going into these times of digital. It's a digital world, you know, versus the reality. Some people are stuck on that digital world, and they don't know the reality, you know, or some people know the reality, but they don't know the digital world. So it's like a hybrid. If you think about it, we're almost going into that
Matrix.
hybrid, like a hybrid, because even the cars are half gasoline, half electricity. It's a hybrid. And now with everything is crazy. Even this, the MPC, it's a hybrid. It's a hardware and software. So it's like, I think we're going into that direction now with the times that either you have this digital world or
so
reality.
So would you say
world.
that it's made it easier, or is it still a little bit complex where, you know, you're still figuring out the bugs, or is you're just like, it doesn't matter, it comes natural and I still rock it?
You know, I guess it just. I don't even. I don't even know, man. It's just crazy. I don't even know, man. But the fact that that you work with artists across the world just by, through Zoom or through Instagram. That's the crazy part, because back in the days we didn't have that. Like YouTube was barely coming down. Like
fly out there and then meet somebody and be like, hey, maybe we could do some shit one day.
Or your phone bill would be like, fuck yeah, hasta la verga, you know? You know what I mean? You know, but that's
yeah. So
that is
thing
crazy,
of,
dog, because like you're working with people all over the world, but how do you bridge the gap of the language, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Through a beat. No, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Because that must be a trip, you know? Like, I mean, you know, French, you could kind of, you know, some words do sound a little bit like Spanish, you know what I mean? So you could kind of figure it out.
Well, the homie Rouge, he's helped out a lot, man. He's helped me out in the translating, and he speaks English himself, so it's easier for me to work with him on this project, because we go back and forth, and some things that I don't understand, I'll let him know. I'm like, hey, can you help me on translating? So he's done a good job.
You know, you're from the West Side, right? So where in general did you grow up, though?
I grew up on it was the borderline of Santa Monica and West LA.
Okay.
So right at the borderline, maybe. Yeah. If anything, I don't know if you've been to University High School.
Yeah, uni.
Yeah. So like 2 blocks. I grew up 2 blocks away from there.
Okay.
By Stoner Park.
Okay.
So I grew up
Is that where
around
all
there.
the stoners kick it?
Yeah, all the stoners. Yeah, all the stoners now they got the skating park there. So you're
So
for
even
sure
more,
even more.
Sure, yeah.
Even more. Yeah. So I grew up right there, man, and it was.
Palms area, basically, almost.
Yeah, and you know, from there we just, I think that was a section, man. I actually have an instrumental on the homies Benny Blaze's project,
Okay.
the Beat Smith Benny Blaze's project called Westgate Avenue.
Okay.
And that pretty much, the reason I called it Westgate Avenue, because when I made the instrumental, reminded me, or like in some ways, reminded me of the memories we used to have back in the block, you know, like everything that kind of happened and shit. So it kind of reminds me of that. So I was like, you know what? Let me just name it Westgate Avenue, and then have that as some sort of time capsule, because music essentially is like a time capsule, you know.
Never forget it.
Yeah, and even when we're gone, let's say,
It's gonna be here.
It's gonna be here. Even digital now, even more, because now it's digital. You know, so that's almost like a time capsule in itself, just making music and content. You know.
So how was it growing up there, bro? Because I mean, we just spoke about it earlier. Like the West Side is big, but it's fucking small, very small. Like everybody knows each other. Like you know, how was it growing up?
You know, to be quite honest, I growing up, I used to chill more with my paisanos.
Okay.
Yeah, with my paisanos, and from there, that block the back alley of the apartment complex that we used to live in. It used to get active with a bunch of paisanos, man, coming through, just packed, man. Put their trucks and just packed with. Bring out beers after beers, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Borracho alley.
Borracho alley, man. Like, it was. I grew up with mostly my paisanos. Yeah, man. So, but as far as like all the desmadre, you would see we would stand like in front of the apartment complex, and we would just see all the fucking desmadre unfold like a block away.
Yeah.
Fucking, it used to be active back in the days, man.
Yeah.
The police come, fucking shit, crazy shit, man. Like, I remember one time we were chilling in the front of the apartment complex. We were there the whole morning. We were chilling, and fucking like late afternoon, we start seeing some cops, and they fucking roll up on us with the fucking guns out, and we're like, what the fuck, like.
We ain't even doing shit.
And they were like, no, we were like, well, we got called in for some sospechosos and all this shit. And I was like, we ain't doing shit, man. We're watching you guys.
You guys fuck with everybody.
You know, we're watching you guys. You know what's going. But yeah, man, around that area, man, even.
Because I mean, in the area you grew up, it has a lot of history, bro. It has a lot of history of gangs. It has a lot of history of graffiti.
Yeah.
It has a lot of history of music. You know what I mean? So, you know, you being in the center of it, you know what I mean? It must have been like a trip. And then you said you were kicking it with the paisas and everything. Like, you know, hey,
it was just a world of chaos, man.
You were just in like 5 different fucking worlds. Because when I work construction and, you know, fucking I work with a lot of paisas, dog, man, fucking, if you want to laugh and you want to crack jokes and you want to drink and you're on a good time, man, paisas are fucking You know what I mean? Like,
And-
they're a trip, dog. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. And
You can't fuck up around them because you already got like 6, 7 fucking nicknames.
yeah. And especially if you don't know what the fuck, like, I. You don't know what the meaning.
How
The
do you
meaning.
say it? Arbuldear or arbuldear? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
right?
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like horsing around kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Alburrear,
Yeah, yeah.
like that. Yeah, man. You know, and you know, the thing was, the paisanos, they were family. You know, were my cousins, my primos.
Oh, okay.
And when it would come down to, let's say, putting hands, everybody was down. Like
yeah.
there was even the drunkest guy on there would be like, hell yeah, I'm ready. Like, you know, like,
Can't get up.
like,
Can't
nah, you
get
should-
up. Like, sí, cabrón, a mí me vale madre, güey. Yo sí te pego una pinche patada en los huevos, güey.
So that was pretty cool, man. But growing up, man, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun growing in West LA, man. It was definitely a really good experience. Like if you go there now, things changed, man.
Gentrified like
yeah,
a motherfucker.
it's crazy.
Because a lot of people think West LA, and then all of a sudden they think about what it is now, gentrification.
Yeah, man.
But and that's why I brought it up, because you know what I mean. We have a lot of history, bro. You know, we have a lot of history as far as music, graffiti. I mean, the gang culture's always been there, low riding, fucking everything. You know what I mean? We you know, we've done essentially the same shit that East LA has. You know what I mean? But by the beach, man.
Yeah.
You know, but
It was.
but it's been dope. So that's why I was asking, like, you know what I mean? And I hear the influence, dog. Like, you're one of the only beat producers that I hear a lot of our cultura, you know, in the beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
not
thanks.
trying to sound and nothing wrong with you know with the black community and everything, because you know they created the hip hop. Well,
Yeah.
Raza did, but it was, you know, different Raza. But
Yeah.
but you know, the beats essentially are different, and yours are completely, like, if motherfuckers don't know, like, they're like, where the fuck is this for getting that track? But people that grew up listening to that, you know, as
Yeah,
a kid,
man.
you know, because their parents played it or the neighbor played it back in the day, you're like, hey, that's an old ass track, you know, like they used to play it at a family party, you know what I mean? So it's a trip.
Yeah, man. And you know, it's just crazy that, you know, when you release music, you would think maybe it just get down to the next block, you know. But I've had messages, hey man, you produced that track like back in the days. I'm like, yeah. And so it's like, for me, it's a little. Sometimes I'm a little. I could say, I'm humbled by how far it's gotten through, you know, and how deep it's getting with the Illicit Dialect project, man. Like I'm really.
People
like,
are still rocking with
still rocking with it till day ones, man. And you know, man, I want to give a big shout out to my brother Alfonso, man. Like he's been supporting us since day one, man. Like the whole project, and even till now, man, he's been a real big supporter, man. So big shout out to him, man.
How did you guys come up with that name, though? Illicit Dialect, for people that don't know what, you know, you tell people like illicit dialect, like, what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So we were coming up with some names, and I guess academics came up with the idea. We were coming up with names like, hey, what should we call ourselves? And then we had maybe like a 3-track demo. So we kept going back and forth. We kept going back into the tracks, and we were just trying to figure out a name. And then somebody had mentioned prohibited slang. Actually, I think I mentioned. I told them, it's like, it's almost like you guys are saying a slang, but it's prohibited in some way. And then I think that's where the idea came. He's like, well, it's illicit, and then it's a dialect. So we're like, you know what? We put everything together, and we just illicit dialect. You know, just because illicit, it's, you know, whatever what they're spitting, and then the dialect being Spanish, because the album is Spanish and English.
Yeah.
So that's how the name came about, man. Illicit dialect. And man, big shout out to everybody that worked on that project, man. Like I said, we're at that time we were like 7 deep.
I don't remember all of them, but I remember
Like 7 deep, and
you 3.
and then Survive came through, and he just wrecked front lines,
So
and a couple more projects.
So how was it, like, when because I know you touched on that earlier, that you were signed to Crazy Race. Like, how long are you guys still? I mean, I don't know if you guys are still rocking, or how did that come about, or did everybody just split, or?
You know, I guess within time, I guess you know what? I can't even say what happened. I just know that what's happening now is I just been creating, you know.
Right.
But
As far as you
but-
said, yeah.
yeah, but as with Crazy Race, it's much respect, much love to him, man, for bringing us under his wing at that point, you know. And even now, man, like I still chop it up with Crazy Race, and a good guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably, you know, I'm thinking maybe in the future probably cook something up with him too. So
Yeah.
I haven't had the chance to really sit down and cook something up. I know he's been featured on the academics, but to sit down and actually cook something up for him, I haven't had that chance. But I'm pretty sure down the line it's gonna happen. And you know, big thank you to him, man. He's the one who got us the first big show at the observatory. I don't know if we were there. We opened up for Dead Press at that time.
Yeah,
and it was
I
super
remember.
dope, man. Like
Which
it
was
was.
dope. It was
It was
dope.
one of the.
So let me ask you though, since you rocked with a lot of different artists, who's somebody that you would love to fucking have on your beats, like an artist that you're like, man, like this cat will kill this fucking, you know what I mean, track or.
You know what? That's a tough one, man. Like, just because there's a lot of good artists now, you know, and like to sit and pick and choose, I'm gonna spend maybe 3 days trying to figure it out. So what I'm doing now is like, I'm just, you know, working with people that have the same passion for hip hop, you know, for the stuff that we've created, and yeah, because if I really sit down and kind of think about the artist of who I want, I'm gonna spend 3-4 days, and time keeps moving faster and faster, man. As we're getting older, it just keeps getting faster and faster. So I don't have that time to think about it. So I'm just rolling in with the punches and just working with artists that have the same passion, as much as passion that I have making a beat and sending it out there, man. Because it's essentially, like I said, it's a time capsule.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that our new generation hears our stuff, and even then their generation or the generation after that, they hear what we did or we created at some point, you know.
No doubt. No, then definitely we're gonna have to start doing some cypher shit, dog, and
Yeah,
bring you through and start fucking with their emotions and speed up the beat, lower the beat, and you know what I mean. Whoever sucks, we're gonna kick them out straight out the door, dog, like off of some Fresh Prince. Shoot.
Just don't throw them out the
Throw 'em
window.
out the
Those
window.
are expensive.
Yeah, like DJ Jazzy Jeff, who flying out the front door. You know, we got a couple of goons right here, like standing at the door. Shoot 'em out.
Throw 'em out.
Yeah. Now that's what's up, man. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you were able to come through, bro. Like, you know, speak about everything that, you know, your journey,
Man,
everything you've done, and I mean, we're still looking forward to every other future project you're doing. You know, whenever we're ready for that cipher, you know what I mean, you're already committed.
Yeah.
You're already committed live, dog.
Yeah, man, I'm down to come through and rock a couple beats, man, on that cipher.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's a dope venue, you know, and you know,
I'm saying things like it's mine, but you know.
well, most man, thank you.
Yeah,
It was you know, we'll get that cipher, man, and like I said, man, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something special. That first night, we put that open mic, man. It's gonna be a special
you already
night.
fucked up, dog, by saying that. I'm already like, fuck, we could do a fucking Christmas one, homie.
Hey,
Yeah.
we'll sit at Christmas. hey,
Shit,
imagine
dog.
this one flips all the fucking all the Christmas fucking
the jingles.
into a beat.
That'd be sick.
Hey,
homie.
fool, like
If you could spit on some Jingle Bell shit, you got it.
Jingle Bell Rock.
We'll sign you to the label, homie. There you
go.
Yeah, man.
Straight up.
But I mean, before we go, dog, you know, you can't leave without giving us a little set, dog, of what you could rock and
Yeah, hell
I
yeah,
mean,
man.
what you could do, and so everybody could see it, and you know what I mean, experience it, dog. You know
No,
what I mean?
man.
Let's see if you're really from the West Side.
Let me see. Let me just get my charger here, man. Yeah, but big shout out to the homies from Breezewell La Conecta, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, them too.
we're working on a project, another project with the Español Sin Barreras. The part 1, you can find that on YouTube or Bandcamp. And the part 2 we're working on, and that one's gonna be something special.
Yeah, all right. So before we leave, we got a little special treat for you guys. We got Diseize84 on some live shit for you guys. You guys can see that he's just not pressing buttons and, you know what I mean, pre-recorded.
Yeah, but he's gonna show you that finger work.
Yeah. don't get emotional, a lot of you guys. But yeah, he's about to, you know, smash that shit. You ready, dog?
Oh yeah, turn your shit up. Turn your shit up.
You good? You good? All right, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Make sure you turn on your mic, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, man, thank you guys for letting me rock that set right there, man. It's a little smooth, little beat there, you know, little jazzy.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Thanks.
And well, like I said, thanks for coming. Your microphone's on, dog, or what?
I don't know. Is it on?
I don't know. Is it hey, Mac, is it good or what?
Yeah.
man.
We on.
No, but thanks for coming through, dog.
Man, thank man.
You know what I mean?
Thank
Showing
you,
some
man.
love and
Appreciate it.
you know,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
blessing us with that set, and you know what I mean. We're looking forward for more shit, dog. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not-
Cypher December.
Shit, if
There you
guys
go.
have- yeah, man, if you guys
We'll
haven't
call it
seen
the Double D, the December Decipher.
a CD player, man, Vive de Oro, man. I'm gonna leave this for you
Oh,
guys,
for
man.
sure,
Vive
no
de Oro,
doubt.
that's the
Yeah, we'll rock it in the shop, bro.
yeah, man.
Oh,
That's the EP for the one that's gonna be coming out tomorrow,
Okay.
man. I didn't have I'm barely gonna make the official ones here.
Okay.
That was just the one that I was able to put on my one of those CDRs,
Okay.
bump it on the way over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make sure the levels were good.
Yeah, make sure everything was
Yeah,
good.
he
It was like before I give it to
yeah,
him.
He was like, I'm just gonna check it in the car. If it's like shit, I ain't giving him nothing.
Hey,
Make sure it sounds good.
Hey, that's the best place to fucking hear everything in the car. If you don't know, if you never record this shit, you know what I
The
mean?
car is the best.
yeah.
The best place to hear.
If it rocks in the car, then you're good.
that's where people are gonna bump it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, man. But we appreciate it, dog, and you know what I mean. Looking forward for future projects,
And thanks.
and working together in the future. This already.
You said December something.
Yeah.
December, dog. We got December. December
Yeah.
Cypher.
December 18th. He said we're doing a
This guy's gonna
cipher,
Come back.
so we're gonna
Yeah,
fucking.
midgets on the table and everything.
Yeah,
dog. It's
man.
gonna be wild.
It was
Yeah,
just
the-
midgets on the table. It was a dumbass over here.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy though, man.
No,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
We'll make it
definitely-
happen. We'll fucking get in contact with Owen, get in contact with Slum, get in contact with a few cats that can bring MCs that can spit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Earlobe just made it official, so it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna
it,
be dope,
that's
man.
it,
It's
dog.
a wrap.
Do
So,
that shit.
so
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
wrap. So we're gonna, you know what I mean? You too, dog.
Yeah.
We'll do the flyer. We'll get it cracking.
Most definitely, man.
Any high caliber MCs that you feel could fucking rock it?
Man, I got some producers and some
yeah.
MCs that might be willing to come through.
So-
Man.
Yeah, let's just do it, dog. Let's just do it.
So,
You
yeah.
just tell us the time. We told you the date.
Oh, well, the date is a Saturday, Friday. What is
It's
it?
Saturday.
Oh, okay, it's a wrap,
So
dog.
we
We could
got all fucking
we got
day.
all day.
Hell yeah, no, I'm
All
down for
day.
that.
So remember, this one was to hear some Jingle Bell. It's
Jingle
bell.
bells,
Some Mariah Carey, boy.
That's all I want for.
Oh, for what the fuck?
Yeah,
I didn't know you could sing, bro.
Forget that chick, dog. That was my old crush.
So it's a wrap then. So we'll see each other, in a month.
December.
Yeah, in a month, or if you want to come by.
Yeah, I'll stop by
anytime,
more
dog,
often,
anytime,
man.
yeah,
I'll stop by
yeah.
more often. Now I know where it is.
Yeah, we're right here. Everybody knows where we're at. This one keeps on saying the address every fucking podcast. I'm surprised you didn't say it this time. Have you said it already? Oh, for people that don't know.
Let you say it.
No, go ahead, dog.
If you don't know, 1218 West Sunset Boulevard. We're here all fucking day. Come through.
Yeah.
Come get a haircut. Come shoot some pool for $10.
Yeah.
And get some merch.
Admissions is a case of beer. You're good. Even water during the week. We're good.
Anything helps.
What time you guys open?
Well, my cousin cuts hair, so he opens like around 9.
9.
Then I fucking crawl in like in the afternoon, and then we fucking crawl out like,
Whenever.
yeah, sometimes 10, 11,
shit,
2,
alright.
3 in the morning. It all just depends on what's going on that day, bro.
Dope, man. I'm willing to come through next time, or even like next week, man. I got my whole schedule is pretty much open.
Yeah, just come through.
Just
You
come
said-
through. Like I mean,
Yeah, well, shit. Maybe we'll get you to just drop your beats on the next podcast. Just Whoever the guest is, will hear your beats in the background, dog.
Yeah,
just,
that
just
work
play
with
live,
me.
homie. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Change it up while he's talking to switch it up.
yeah. Who's gonna be talking like this? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, dog.
Drop it, drop it.
You know what I mean? Well, as a matter of fact, next week we got fucking F Dubs, dog. I don't know
Alright.
if you heard of F Dubs. He used to be from fuck, dog. I just went blank right now. F was gonna be like, what the fuck, dog? The group before fucking damn, I went blank again, son. Fucking Duke's group, dog. Duke's group. Remember the last one that he had before Disciples of the Sick? Legion of Slugs.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So with Legion of Slugs, he used to be with Legion of Slugs, and
They had some pretty dope cuts. They had
Him
some
and
pretty-
Melo actually have a track. They're supposed to do a video
Oh,
for
shit,
it pretty
alright.
soon.
it's a pretty dope track.
I know it's been sitting on the desk for a while, but
for about a year.
You know,
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it hasn't been the perfect time, I guess, to drop it. He's busy, and
Yeah.
I've been busy. Well, not doing shit, just chilling at home for a year.
just busy.
But busy.
hey, the whole goal of this podcast, I'm gonna try to get this fool drop an album.
Yeah,
So
man.
everyone
Hey.
that comes in here, be like, hey, you trying to collab with my boy? Trying to collab? This is gonna have like fucking 50 songs by the end of the year, dog.
Yeah. Hey, he's gonna get it too.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But dog. So that's you know what I mean. Next week we'll be here. I don't know if he'll fucking freestyle. You know what I mean? Every artist is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people want to spit. Some people don't want to spit. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, dog. I mean, looking forward to collaborating with you and making that fucking December 18th show rock. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Heard it
Yeah.
live.
You heard it already. Earlo already called it.
Yep,
December
live on
18th.
Sunset.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Super
man.
dope,
Thanks for everybody tuning in. You know what I mean? We appreciate it. And, we're going to continue doing it and keep bringing individuals like Diseize84.
Man, thank you
You know
guys.
what I mean? Humble people
Yeah,
that
thanks.
are doing making a difference.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? We appreciate it. And anything else you want to say, kid?
1218 West Sunset Boulevard.
What did I?
See, now it's a thing.
I
See, now it's a thing.
I know what he was gonna say. I know
Nah,
you were
hey, pull
gonna
up. You don't have to come in. You can just wave outside like everyone else does. Just knock on the window and say, "Hey, peace, what's up?"
Like
you
them
know?
people right there, like wait.
Hey, everyone just like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" That's how we get them. That's how we get them.
All right, man.
Super dope, man. Thank you guys for,
All right,
for
no
letting
doubt.
me come through, man. Thank
No
you.
doubt.
This
Yeah,
was
appreciate
super
it,
dope,
dog.
man. Good, super dope experience.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Thank you for
And
coming through.
We'll see you in a month.
See you in a month, man, for sure.
There you go, man.
Hell yeah, man.
We out.
Yeah,
Yo, West
peace.
Side All Star.
Well, then you got yourself a tribe. There ain't nothing stronger than that. We gotta stick together, fellas. That's the only way I see it.
Killing them like pesticide. Lyrical killers is from the west side.